Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Jerry Swift. I am a college student and a Forex trader. That's about all you need to know about me, though. So, unless you want to know more, then, whatever. FTMO is a online proprietary firm that you pay to take their challenge and verification. And if you pass, you get your money back and you get trading capital to trade with that is substantially higher than what you paid for to take the challenge. Dope. Dope. So now you want to pass, right? So easy way to pass, you need three things. You need a profitable strategy. 2, you need proper risk management. 3, and a decent risk to reward. That's it. There's nothing else to it. Literally nothing else. Okay, so a lot of people don't talk about the real account size of the FTMO accounts, right? So you get the 100K account, right? And you're like, oh, I'm a 6-figure trader now. Wrong. So you are actually a 5-figure trader. Yeah. You have a max daily loss of 5,000, and you have a max loss of 10,000. Now, does that mean that this account is worth any less than that you shouldn't get it? Absolutely not. You should 100% go for it. And the reason why is because even though you have $10,000 of trading capital that does not affect you if you lose it, then why not go for it? It's free money, right? It's free dough. But you should treat that as if it is a $10,000 trading account, right? So risking 1 to 2% of the total trading account is not the way to go, because you are risking 10% of your actual day, like max loss, right? So if you want to sustain your account in the long term, you risk 1 to 2% of your max loss. It's as simple as that, and you will never blow your account. You will never blow your account if you risk 1 to 2%. So on a 100K or 50K aggressive, you will be risking $100 to make $200. If you combine them and you get the 300K, then you'll be risking $300 to make $600. If you're only risking 1%, if you can, depending on your risk tolerance, you can risk whatever you want. That is up to you. Now let's talk about risk management. All right, so I know. Everybody's like, risk 1 to 2% of your account. Oh my god, and they're absolutely right. But there's different ways that you can go about risking your account size, right? So you can do percentage base. You can do a static lot size. You can do reverse martingale. You can do whatever you want, and we'll go over those three right now. So percentage base is risking 1 to 2% of your account, or 3 or 5 or 10 or whatever it is, right? And risking that much of your account, it does not matter what your stop loss is, because it will be based purely off the percentage of that account. That means if you're risking 7% and you have a 3,000 pip stop loss, you're only losing 7%. If you're risking 4 pip stop loss, then you're still risking 7% of your account. You will always know how much you're losing based on the percentage of that account. So a static lot size is based off how many pips you get, not how many trades you win. So if you have a 100 pip stop loss and you are trading with a standard lot, or a 1, or whatever you want to call it, then you are going to purely be losing $10 times 100, so $1,000. And then if you increase your stop loss, that means you're increasing the amount of money that you can lose. Unlike percentage based, if you increase your stop loss, then that's fine, because you are only risking that percentage amount of your account. And so no matter what your stop loss is, you're risking the exact same amount of money. But in a static lot size, if you increase your stop loss, then you are increasing the amount of money that you can lose. Simple as that. Reverse martingale, one of my favorites. But I don't use it because it requires a good mindset and a lot of discipline. Reverse martingale is you trade half your winnings every time. So if you start with $50, you will risk $25 to make $100. So, or to make 50. And then you go from 50 to 25, and now you risk $50, since your total account now is 100, and then you go up. So each win is a step up. So you go from 50 to 100, 100 to 200, 200 to 400, so on and so forth. And if you lose at, let's say, 800, then you drop back down to 400, and you drop back down to 200, back down to 100, so on and so forth, which is really easy to do and is a good way to build a small account if you have a high win rate. So that is only with a 1 to 2 risk reward ratio. If your risk reward ratio is higher, that's good, but you better have a pretty high win rate as well. So every step that you take, if the total amount of steps equal up to 9, you can probably go from $100 to I don't know, few thousand, actually more than that probably, in just 9 winning trades. Oh man, how do I calculate all these lot sizes? There's so many. I got you. So there's an app, right? A lot of apps out there on the market. You can use an app called Stinu. Stinu uses your percentage or the dollar amount, and it calculates it for you depending on whatever pair that you're using. I don't think it does exotics, but you shouldn't really be trading exotics anyway. So move on from exotics and trade like Euro USD. What do you want to hear? I don't know. So you want to do it. Good. So the best bang for your buck and the best account that I suggest to get is the 50K aggressive. And the reason why, I know, right? You're like, 50K, why don't I get the 100K? Well, the 50K aggressive has the same loss, max daily, and the max loss of the FTMO 100K, but you can get 6 of them. And then you can put a copy trader on them. And now you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have $60,000 to trade with instead of $30,000. Does that make sense? I hope so, because that shit worked, cuz the math adds up. I wish I knew that before I did the 100K. So, you know. Oh well. Oh. So, sustaining your account, right? I already talked about it before, but remember that your trading capital is your max loss. So if you have $1,000 of max loss, then you only trade with your static lot size or your percentage based off $1,000, not $10,000, so on and so forth. If you have the 50K normal, then it will be a $5,000 max loss with a 2,500 daily loss. And if you have the 100K or the 50K aggressive, which I highly go for because it costs the exact same as the 100K, but you can get more of those, then I suggest that you get the same, like just the same thing. $10,000 max loss, trade off a percentage or a static lot size. That is for a $10,000 account. See. All right. I already know what you're about to say before this video even starts or ends. You're like, wow, this guy did a lot of talking, but yo, he did not put his money where his mouth is. And you're right. You are 100% right. So we're going to go through a trial that I took, a challenge that I took, and my current verification status for the account. And we'll go from there. So here's my equity curve for the trial. I took this June 26th because I wanted to see what this is all about. Did it. Boop, 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 boom. Okay, so when I took this trial, the trial actually gives you like half of the profit target that you need to get, but I treated it like I needed to get the full profit target. That way I can get myself in the mindset of taking the challenge. So it says profit target 2,500. I actually did 6,404 because the profit target was 5,000, and then I just kept going because I could or whatever. Max daily loss was 2,500. I got 200. We'll look at the very important statistics. But equity 5,600, so I got my 6,044, whatever. Average risk to reward is 3, and my win rate is 40% with a profit factor of 3. So this is super important here. Your win rate and your risk to reward. The lower your win rate, the lower your win rate is, the higher your risk reward would need to be to cover all the losses, which is fine. Um, because I have a 40% win rate, and I cut my losses short pretty early. That's fine. It just lowers my win rate overall, but my average risk reward is definitely much higher than my average loss. These are my metrics. If anybody wants to look at it, like all the, because this is what I wanted to see whenever I saw people trading. I don't know. It just put me in the mindset that made me want to trade more. Don't mind the point zero ones. Just messing with the daily amount. Everything looks pretty solid here. Cut a lot of these losers short. And so this is my strategy, based off of how your strategy is. You do you. I'm not here to tell you how to trade. I'm just telling you that it is definitely a thing. You know what I mean? Oh yeah. So this is my challenge here. As you can see, whatever current trading objectives complete. We'll go to number of trades. As you can see, I started off in a loss, right? So I got down negative like 1K, right? Continue the trades. So this pop up, whenever you see a pop up like this, it's because I closed out trades that were in profit. And those are my dogs, by the way, if you guys hear that. But I closed out trades that were in profit, and so they were already in profit before I started getting these smaller losses. So after I felt that these losses were the wins were sustainable enough, I just closed them and they just popped me back up. So same here, down, pop myself back up. Same here. That's what all the pop ups are for. So we're just gonna continue going down, pop myself back up. You know, nothing out of the ordinary. And so the same thing happened here actually. So these trades, these one to I'll say 1 to 6. I think like these 6 or 7 trades were sitting for a while all of this was going on. And when they got to a sustainable amount, I just closed them out. So this wasn't like a Hail Mary or anything like that. So when I closed them out, I kept trading afterwards too. Uh, just cause I don't know. Like, why not, right? Who's gonna punish me for making more money than I'm supposed to? Um, but yeah, so we can go ahead and look at these down in my account metrics. But first, we'll look at my balance. So equity, I got 12K profit, uh, a 3 risk to reward, 40% win rate, just like the last one. Same here, 40%, 3 risk to reward, same. And then we go down. We can look at this stuff. So yeah, I let these cook a little bit, let it simmer. The old power of holding or whatever. And then go to the next page. So yeah, I try my best to cut these losses pretty short, but do remember that taking multiple small L's will add up uh, if you just keep doing it. But yep, 39, 54, 96. Like, so this is why my win rate is so low, is because of these small losses. But I am a okay with people thinking that I actually have a 40% win rate. So Euro USD 70, boom, small wins make up for my small losses. Then I got my bigger wins, you know. But this is me. trying to show you that yes, it can be done. It is it is definitely more mindset than anything when you're taking this challenge. If you have a winning strategy and you have to be okay with losses. Mm, Nothing out of the ordinary. But yeah, so go back and then we'll look at my current verification. Boom. If you notice, they all look fairly similar in the way that it all my metrics look, which should reflect in my statistics. If we look at my statistics here, here, and here, uh, average risk reward of 3, win rate 42%. Mind you, this was done in June. So the fact that this stays consistent over the course of what, like 3 months or whatever, June, July, August, September, yeah, like 3 months. Same here, 40, reward of over 3. Shows you that consistency is key when you are trading. Here we can go down here. We can look at some of these. But I'm not really going to talk about these because it's the same thing. It's all the same. So my strategy works for me. I hope your strategy works for you. And I hope you follow the advice that I have given you. And I don't know. If you guys want me to talk about anything else, then let me know in the comments. But peace.